Let me show you what I love about this 2026 Coachmen Nova 20RB model. First, you just saw that rear ladder. Love that. Even though there is a rack on the top, it's not really weight bearing for humans, but it's cool that you can store stuff up there and maybe even just climb up there to clean off the top. Now, as we go inside, we're going to look around the cockpit. This van is on a Ram ProMaster 3500 chassis. And like I said, the van is 20 feet, so a few feet longer than mine. But the cockpit pretty much looks the same with the addition of that 120-volt outlet, which I love. And the seats are really nice and plush with the Q foam inside. Where I've got my TV up top, there's just a storage space, and some models have a cover for that. And now you're looking at the control panel. I love all these digital controls. What you are seeing to the right, the tanks have sensors that tell you at 10% increments, which is so much better than mine, which is only like tells me when my tanks are 1/3, 2/3, or empty or full. I don't like having this fridge and microwave so low to the floor because all that bending will get tiresome. And then I do love that they built in the induction cooktop and it's flush with the countertop. And there's just a little bit of storage space, not much of a pantry here, but now you see the twin beds. I think you can connect them, but you should know well, before I tell you about that, the awning control, and then I think the other control was for the battery. I love that the air conditioning has a fan and it's more flush with the ceiling than it is in my unit. So folks who are a little bit taller will appreciate not bumping their head on the AC. Take a look at some of this other storage. There is not storage underneath the beds. The tanks sit above the floor level to protect the water lines. And so that's what's going to be under these beds. So that's not storage. All your storage is going to come up top. But check this out. These are some really long storage spaces because they are not all divided. What you just saw in that one was the JBL speaker control little system up there, and these windows you can pull the shades up for privacy or down for the screen to still let airflow in, so that's a really cool feature. And then seeing more of the storage space, like I said, they're not all divided so that you can store something really long or just have some continuity between the storage. Here is another digital control panel, and then now you're looking at the closet space in the bathroom. I'm gonna have to make a whole separate video just about the bathroom and the plumbing because there's some things that you really need to see. But here we are looking at from the other view. There's a swivel table here, and so a lot of room to walk around. It's pretty nice.